Yeah, Drew, that's right. Tomorrow morning, a letter signed by State House and Senate floor leaders Joni Jenkins and Morgan McGarvey will be headed to the governor's mailbox. The pair are hoping to convince him that for the thousands of Afghans attempting to flee a life under Taliban rule, Kentucky can be their sanctuary. After taking control of Afghanistan, Taliban leaders last Tuesday held a press conference promising their rule of the area will be different than their documented violent history, saying they will honor women's rights to go to work and school.
We need to help Afghan.
But less than a week later, Khalilullah Sharifi says that was all talk.
My family last night, they said, when we go to the school, they stopped us. Why you come to school? You didn't know that you have to be at home?
It's a reality many are faced with, causing a pileup in the country's streets and airport as thousands are trying their best to flee. As those images are hitting television screens all over the U.S., Kentucky Democratic lawmakers are reacting.
We have to do something to help.
And are now working to turn the state into a solution.
When you see the images of the people clinging to airplanes, when you see the image of the baby being handed to a soldier over a fence, it's hard to just sit back and say we can't do anything.
State Senate Minority Leader Morgan McGarvey and State House Minority Leader Joni Jenkins are teaming up to beg the governor and the state's 8-member congressional delegation to add Kentucky on the list of states willing to accept Afghan refugees.
It's an immediate need, and we need to make sure that the governor and our federal delegation is well aware how important it is for us to show the rest of the United States as well as the world that Kentucky is a place that will welcome folks who are coming to us from Afghanistan.
The pair are sending a letter to the governor expressing their plan on Monday morning.
We hope this spurs people into immediate action. There are people in danger. There are people who are hurting. These are people who've helped us and helped our military. We need to do everything we can to get them to our country and to welcome them with open arms.
And so far, the effort has garnered the support of Congressman John Yarmuth. This week, Jenkins and McGarvey plan to speak with members of their respective caucuses, as well as people across the aisle, to gain more support. Drew.